Hi everybody, I'm going to shoot this video at home quick before I take off next week. Just to introduce you to the children's literature course. I'm Jim Erickson, and Suzette Youngs is going to be teaching the course with me as well. During the first 2 weeks, she'll be the instructor. In the last 6 weeks of the course, I'll take over as the instructor. And the key thing with that is that also after the first 4 weeks of the course, we will go on hiatus. We'll stop so that you can do this EDRD 642 course, the writing course, with no assignments due for this course during those 3 weeks. So that schedule, one of the reasons that we decided to split things up like that is it gives you a lot more time over the summer to do some book exploring. So even during the time that you're in that writing course, we would expect you to be going to the library and getting this flow of books coming your direction to go along with the children's literature course, but we won't be having you turn in any assignments for that, for the children's literature course while you're in the writing class. So what about the children's literature course? The syllabus and schedule should be good guides for you. The materials that are in Blackboard should give you clear step-by-step information. If you see anything in there that doesn't look consistent or doesn't make sense to you, get to Suzette or to me as soon as you can so that we are able to help you get that straight or correct any mistakes that might be there in Blackboard. Let's see. The first couple of things is that you need to make sure that you order your books and get all of the online accounts that you're going to need. We'll do a little bit of online work in this class that will require you to have a YouTube and a Google account, as well as an account on Goodreads.com. We'll all be joining a group, which you'll get instructions on in Unit 1. And the books are all listed there as well. All of the books for this course are going to be children's literature texts, not textbooks. Again, like we talked about in the orientation meeting, the cost should be pretty low because they're not going to be $100, $200 a piece. They'll be fairly cheap. I've also given you the link in the syllabus and in Unit 1 to abebooks.com, where you can get these books used. Generally, you can get these titles fairly inexpensive that way. So I've got kids running around in the background making noises. Don't pay any attention to that. So the purpose for this course, what makes people into lifelong readers? So each of us and each reader has encounters with literature and other text that leads us to both positive and negative experiences. And eventually all of these cumulative experiences that we have with books bring us to a crossroads where we're going to decide whether we choose to read or whether we choose not to read. And the question for us as teachers is, will we meet young readers at these intersections, at these crossroads points, offering each of these readers, each person, a well-designed chance to become a lifelong reader? Or will it be what is more typical in our country and our society, that young learners pass through all of our institutions and their reader identities are kind of decided by chance? Whether they stumble onto the book that they love, whether the just right teacher introduces them to the just right book at the just right time. Our work in this course is to make this all a little bit more designed and purposeful than that. And what we're looking for as adults is that we want to learn how to recognize and map young people's paths as readers, and to be ready to meet them at those crossroads, those decision points. And we know that reading by choice gives people huge advantages in both school and life. Literacy outcomes like vocabulary, comprehension, interpretation, sure, those are great byproducts of being an extensive reader. But successful readers also develop reading into something that is more than labor. It's something that they choose to do. They discover this self-extending source of fulfillment. And Marie Clay, a great theorist who developed reading recovery, spoke about this idea of reading as being a self-extending system, something that feeds on itself and after a while doesn't need external motivation anymore. We also know that life's required texts, the things we have to read throughout life, are less intimidating to those who read extensively by choice. So there's a great amount of equity in our country, equitable living and lifestyle that comes by giving people access to free choice reading. So as adults, we need to know how to design access and opportunity for free reading in the institutions that we have for young children. So libraries, homes, schools, churches, businesses, wherever young people are spending any time, those institutions need to be prepared to help kids find their way as readers. So having a UNC course in children's literature, our purpose here is to equip us as adults to design these ideal environments for children to learn about free reading and to promote their engagement in literature. So that's coming straight from the course purpose document, and you're welcome to read that inside the Start Here area or the syllabus of the course. I won't read through the outcomes, but I need you to know that that little speech that I just gave, all of the specific learning outcomes for this course stem right from that agenda of what we need to be doing as adults to map kids' lifetime as readers. So let me just say a couple more things. First thing for me, and you'll notice this when you start getting into the unit, is that language is a toy. And if you start to take that on as a disposition and promote that agenda in the way you teach literature, reading, and writing, then you're going to be part of the solution instead of the part of the problem. So I'm just going to get this out there right now. If any of you get a tattoo somewhere on your body that says language is a toy, it can be in Chinese, it can be Spanish, it can be whatever you want it to be. If it says language is a toy and it's on your body for life, I know you're going to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. You're taking that message not just to heart, but making it part of your body. I will give you an A in the class. So I've given this promise to people throughout the years that I've taught, and I've had some crazy people who've taken me up on it, but also they tend to be the people who follow up on this message that language is a toy. That's the attitude that we want to take forward, is that it's something that we do by choice. It's something that we play with, something that we explore. And if we do this over time, it actually becomes something that we have skills in, and that it becomes an ability for us to take it seriously and get deeply involved in it and so on. The key thing about language that makes it an excellent toy, think about the excellent toys that there are out there. If I think of the two most excellent lifelong toys that there are out there, on the one hand, it's a deep box of Barbies and Barbie equipment. On the other hand, another excellent toy is a big, deep box of Legos. Both of those sets of toys get played with by kids over and over and over again because they're so versatile. You have the ability to mix and match, to put things together in different ways, to make different worlds, scenes, meanings, and also little things like putting things together and feeling that satisfying click, or finding the shoes that fit the Barbie. Putting them in different positions, making them look like different things. Language has that same sort of versatility, and we want kids to experience it like it was a set of Legos, like it was a big bucket of Barbie toys, like it was a big box of dress-ups that they can do anything with. And promoting that agenda is something that I think if you're working on that, you'll find the little features and pieces and parts that help kids become skilled. So if we can go forward with that agenda of exploring and finding the ways that language in these books can become toys, rather than being things that are just linked to the standards and to the skills and strategies and so on, then we'll have our road forward. So spend the time to go into Blackboard, start with Start Here, and then explore Unit 1, look at the syllabus, get familiar with where things are. We're sending some of these materials out to you early on, a week before the course starts, so that you can get looking for things and finding what you need to, also ordering the books in. Looking forward to the course. We'll see you. I'll see you after the first 2 weeks of the course, and I'll be with you from early June all the way through end of July. Look for some videos from Suzette. I'm really thrilled to have Suzette Youngs teaching with me early on in the program and taking those first 2 weeks of the course. Children's literature is far and away one of her great strengths and expertises. I love discussing it with her, and you'll have a great first face-to-face class in this course working with her on picture books and the features of picture books. Talk to you soon. If you have any questions, contact us by email, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.